Hello students, in last video I have discussed about mechanical advantage, which was nothing but ratio of load by effort, and we have discussed various cases like when MA will be greater than 1, less than 1, equal to 1. Now we will move to one of the questions which states that can a machine be force multiplier as well as a speed multiplier simultaneously? So answer to this question is no. Why? Because we know if it is a force multiplier, the value of MA will be greater than 1. And if it is a speed multiplier means gain in speed, it will be less than 1. So at the same time MA cannot be greater and at the same time less than 1. So the answer is no, means a machine can never act as a force multiplier and speed multiplier simultaneously. Now next topic we move on to is velocity ratio. It is nothing but it is ratio of velocity of effort to the velocity of load, and again it will have no unit. Why? Because both are ratios of velocities, so it has no unit. Now we can write VR in terms of distances also. How? Just see. Okay, we will take, let dl and de is distance moved by load arm and effort arm in same time t, right? So it means I can write VL equal to, VL was what? It was velocity of load arm, so it will be equal to, we know velocity is distance by time or displacement by time, so dl by t I will write, and VE I will write dE by dt. And if you remember, what was this? What was VR? It was ratio of VE by VL. So I can write here VR is equal to VE by VL. That will be equal to, you put the value dE by, sorry, here it will be T upon dl by t. This tt will cancel out, so it means VR become equal to dE by dl. So we can write velocity ratio in terms of distance moved by effort arm as well as distance moved by load arm. Again it will have three values. This I have just derived. Okay, now it can also have three values: greater than 1, less than 1 and equal to 1. So when the value, when case 1 we are going to take case 1, when VR is greater than 1. So what will happen? You put this value here, dE by dl is greater than 1. So dE, this goes here, greater than dl. It means that distance moved by effort arm is more compared to load arm. मतलब we have to apply effort with a greater speed compared to load. For example, if you pick a car with the help of a jack, तो jack हमें ज़्यादा प्रेशर से, मतलब ज़्यादा एफर्ट लगाना पड़ता है जैक पे कंपेयर टू when car moves up. So as a result, on this condition your machine will act as again a force multiplier, right? And let us take case 2. Case 2, when VR is less than 1, right? So VR less than 1, put the value dE by dl is less than 1, so dE is less than dl, means distance moved by load arm will be much greater compared to distance moved by effort arm. So in that case your machine will act as a gain in speed, like in case of scissor, this will act as a gain in speed. And the last case is case 3, when VR is equal to 1. So here dE by dl will be equal to 1. So you shift here. So you have dE is equal to dL. Means in this case, the distance moved by effort arm and distance moved by load arm both are same. So in this case, the machine will act as change in direction of effort. Like I have given you example, when you, like this is a pulley, right? This is a bucket you need to pull up. So what will happen? You are going to apply effort in downward direction and this will move up. The speed with which you are going to apply effort, with the same speed this bucket is going to move up. So nothing has happened, just it has changed, this pulley has changed the direction of effort. Direction of effort, it has changed. So these are the three cases, and if I try to compile VR and MA, mechanical advantage, together, I can make a box just to simplify my learning part. I can write it like this. You can write here MA, mechanical advantage, velocity ratio, and you know the values was greater than 1, less than 1, less than 1, and here equal to 1, equal to 1. So you can write when it is greater than 1, it will act as a force multiplier. I am using short form, but you are supposed to write full force multiplier. Here it will act as gain in speed, or you can write speed multiplier, SM, speed multiplier, right? And over here, change in direction of effort. So with the help of this table, you can remember in which case your machine will act as a force multiplier. Like if they give you for VR equal to 1, the machine will act as a, you will say it will act as a, it will change the direction of the effort applied. When MA is greater than 1, you will say the machine will act as a force multiplier. Like this you can learn the things easily. And now we move on to the last topic of today, which is efficiency. Efficiency is nothing but work output by work input, and if you want to find efficiency in percentage, you just have to multiply this answer by 100, right? So your answer will come out in percentage. So how to find input? Now see, input is what? Input, what we are applying? We are applying effort, right? So input is based on the effort applied. Output, you know, we are picking up a load with the help of a machine, so output would be our load. So now work input, I can write, what is formula work? It is nothing but force into displacement. In this case, force is nothing but effort which we are applying, so I can replace it by E into displacement of effort arm is dE, as we have taken here, right? And work output I have told you is based on the load which we are able to pick up with the help of the machine. So load will be written like this, load into displacement of load, and I can write it in terms like this. So efficiency, by putting these value here, I can get this. Now see, this is what I am having. I'll just write it here. We are having efficiency is equal to load by effort into dL by dE. So if you remember, load by effort is nothing but mechanical advantage, right, into dL by dE. So here just see, dE by dL is VR, velocity ratio. So this is reciprocal, this thing is reciprocal of this, so I can write here 1 by VR, right? So my formula becomes efficiency is MA by VR. So this is my formula for efficiency. It's quite important from numerical point of view, so you have to remember this. So we will continue the rest of the things in the next part. Thank you for watching.